time on Instagram. Hi guys, sorry.
Technical difficulties.
We get crazy technical difficulties. I have an insane amount of work that needs to get done. So I took a quick break to eat something and to broadcast. So
a delightful meal that I cooked for my girl.
Mighty B is on. Sean is here.
Hi,
hey, Chef Sean. Oh, Nicole Smoleniak is here. And Freddie Clack.
Rossi.
Who else is here? Wow. Chris Colby. Lots of, and some new people. So, hello.
Hi, everybody.
Maloney, can you hear us now? Hey, Bob Tarasi. We had the microphone hooked up, but for some reason it wasn't working. So please let us know on Facebook if you can hear us. That would be great. We didn't really get a chance to block properly, so like I'm not really in the shot on Instagram. Trying to do both.
I mean,
you're
in the
working.
foreground on Instagram. I am in the background.
Let's try this. Oh my God, it is absolutely a Mickey Mouse operation.
And here I was thinking I did a good thing getting it all set up.
No, it's not going to work. Oh well. Let's just get rid of it. All right, Dave, start the show. Can everybody hear us, by the way?
Please tell us if you can hear us.
Please say yes. Oh yeah, Vicky says we can hear you.
Cloutier, Smitty's here.
Dave did most of the show prep work today, thank you, because like I said, I'm slammed, I'm completely in the weeds, I have no time for anything.
Now, she's not trying to imply that I messed everything up.
No, not
that's
at
not
all.
what she would do.
No.
She's not that kind of person.
I just didn't have time to check everything, so. Yes, Sean O'Brien, the sound is back.
All right,
Yay!
well, good.
We just don't have the awesome podcast mic, and I'm not sure why that is, but we'll figure it out for next week.
We do have an awesome T-shirt that our girlfriend got us.
Can you
Boba Fett fool!
I got him. This is a great Christmas present, right?
Yes.
And it's you can see more of it on Instagram, so definitely show that off as well. And it's long sleeve, so that's cool.
What's my other Christmas present?
Oh, I did get him a bunch of Boba Fett related items, as I am the greatest girlfriend in the galaxy. Ta-da! Sharon says it keeps freezing. Is everybody else okay? Wow, we're just going to be loaded with technical difficulties today, but that's okay. So we're still working out the kinks with our new streaming platform. We're going to use StreamYard coming soon. You may have seen producer Kevin Tachi do some live testing the other day. We're still working on that, so please bear with us. I apologize. We definitely want to kick it up a notch and be it more professional. So kick it up a notch.
Yeah, you said not, but that's okay. I was just going to let it go.
Listen, I am
nitpicking is not the way to go right now.
So overwhelmed. Oh my God, this is like Stefan from Saturday Night Live because he does the thumbs too.
Yep, and he's like,
I'm overwhelmed. I've taken on too much.
Yeah. So anyhow, let's get on with it, shall we?
Yes, please.
Wordle. Okay, listen, guys.
For the uninitiated.
It's a word game. Not really a word game. It's a puzzle.
It's a word game.
One word a day.
And it was invented by somebody whose partner was a huge word game fan. So he just kind of created it. It's free. All you got to do is Google Wordle, Wordl, because his last name is Wordle, but spelled differently.
Okay, that's enough of it. Let's get on with it. Tell them what it is.
I'm giving them background.
No, I'm sorry. We don't have time for background.
And why are we freezing if we're using the Ethernet cable?
I don't know.
That's going to drive me insane.
It's the connection. It's been a crappy connection.
Or then we need a new...
Which I have upstairs. Didn't I buy a 50-foot one? Yes, I did.
Will it plug right into that thing?
It's an Ethernet cable. It's got a thing on both ends.
Okay.
So anyway, boys and girls, Wordle is a 5-letter word, and you try to figure out what the word is with no hints. And it's pretty much a process of elimination. It'll tell you, you know, if the letter that you choose is in the correct spot or if it's in the word at all.
The bottom line is it gives you the opportunity to brag.
Yeah,
and
the faster you get it,
yeah.
you know.
If you can get Wordle in 3 moves, it's pretty great. If you can get it in 2, you're a super genius. And 1, you're just like...
Yeah, that's just your guessing.
Or you're
Forget
cheating.
about it. I actually got 1 in 3. Now that is like...
I did that before you did, though.
But then I did all 4s.
Yeah, but...
I'd never done a 5 until this morning.
I had the first 3 in the house. I just want to say that for the record. Vicky says it's like Mastermind with letters. So if you guys have been on Twitter and you're noticed that people are posting these weird blocks of different colors and the last line of blocks is all green, that's Wordle.
Right.
And we're showing off our fabulous
fast
word
we were.
skills. And I have to give a huge shout out to Senator John, aka TJ Connolly, because he's the one that hipped me to Wordle first.
Yeah, the first one's free.
Yeah, it's highly addictive. The best part is...
The worst part.
No, this is the best part. The best part is it's like 1 every like 15 hours or something. I don't know how it divides up, and it's coming from the UK. But I think it's supposed to be 1 a day, but because of the time difference, we end up getting 2. Here, you just kind of have to stay up late. So I think it's more than once a day, but I could be wrong on that.
I don't think so.
But it's fascinating. We're totally into it, and it gives you a false,
super smart.
Yeah, it gives you a false sense of intelligence.
Yes, which I enjoy.
Sean O'Brien says the best part is also the worst part, and I agree. It's not an app. You don't have to go through ads. It's just something that's free, and it's wonderful because 2022 so far has kind of been a jerk. And it's nice to have some nice free things that don't have a hidden agenda.
I've been playing some games that have ads. Holy cow, do I hate ads.
Yeah, nobody likes them.
Hate them.
Jeeves has joined on the old Instagram.
Hey!
We're trying to block with everybody, but most of our folks are on Facebook right now. Okay, so let's get started with some stuff. By the way, I just found out Ronnie Spector died. Rest in power, Ronnie. And I gotta say, in lieu of flowers, Ronnie asked that people donate to their local women's shelter or the it's the American Indian Fund, I believe it is.
The women's shelter thing. Look up Phil Spector.
Don't. You know what? It's not necessary when somebody who's an abuse survivor. You don't have to talk about her abuser. Not necessary. She was a wonderful singer.
Awesome.
She was a huge talent, and the world is a little less bright without her. So, but man, January, we're taking them all, people. Everybody's going down. Did you know that Betty White? No, Sidney Poitier.
Yeah.
Bob Saget. Betty White. I mean, it's only like January 12th. Like, really, 2022, slow your roll. The Girl Scouts of America have brought a badge into fruition, and it's the Betty White badge, and you earn it by being an advocate for animals like Betty was. That got me all emotional.
Wasn't she the one who said in Lake Placid, I'm rooting for the alligator?
Hey, Prohaska has shown up. You're not really tardy because we're barely getting cooking here.
Yeah, totally.
We've been marred by technical problems.
We're tardy.
Brian Patrick is here as well, or we're here. I don't know. We're not very popular on Instagram yet. Sorry, guys. We're doing our best. So let's talk.
Instagram?
Let's talk about some things to watch. Dave?
Let me see. Stay Close on Netflix, guys. It's a limited series. It's based on a book by Harlan Coben. He's written a gazillion books. Most of them have like a 1, 2, or 3 word title. And this one is Stay Close. It's an English adaptation of an American book.
Yeah, I don't particularly like, whodunits and whatnot.
Yeah,
but if it's
they can be kind
with
of
British
cruddy.
accents, I'm all in.
I'll watch anything with a British accent.
I really will.
In
Or
fact,
an Irish brogue.
Okay, so
Or a Scottish
this is what we're talking about. James Nesbitt, who was he's been in a million movies. If you saw him, you'd be like, oh yeah, that Irish guy. He's got an awesome brogue in this.
Very big, bushy eyebrows.
The cast is great. It's a mystery, like a whodunit from the past, like a cold case comes up again. I guess this is a big thing for Harlan Coben. Coben.
Eddie Izzard is in it. He's delightful.
Okay.
There's
Richard
a lot
Armitage.
of very amazingly strange and weird and kooky written characters.
Cush Jumbo is in it. She's from The Good Fight.
Yeah, and I believe she was in The Good Wife at the end too. So she's a fantastic actress.
The bottom line is, it started out really good because it starts out, you find out that the two detectives are ex-husband and wife.
Yeah,
and they're partners.
Yeah.
You know, so
but it's very subtle.
You know what I mean?
I think it's well done. Dave was screaming at the television.
By the end of it, I'm like, this is enough. They should have just called it red herrings.
There's a lot of red herrings.
It's just ridiculous.
But it was a fun limited series to watch. I think there were only 8 episodes, right? 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And there won't be another one. It's just kind of a one-off. But
it's one book,
highly
one
enjoyable.
movie.
It's called Stay Close, and it's on
series.
Netflix.
All right, Station 11. Can we get to the good stuff?
Yeah. Are you guys watching Station 11 on HBO Max? I know we've talked about it a little bit, and I know it can be triggering for some people. It's definitely, post-apocalyptic pandemic stuff.
Right.
But it's based on a book that came out years ago, and it's incredibly well done. It's absolutely a piece of art.
It really is. And I'll tell you, I'm loving it. And actually, the last episode that we just saw, which is, what was the last episode? Dr. Chaudhry.
Yeah.
Okay. Not getting into it, it choked me up. And I actually care about the characters enough where I got choked up.
When you find someone actually survived, because they do a lot of cutting back and forth in time.
It's really well done.
So you don't necessarily know when a character has died or is just sort of missing in the story for a while.
Right, and there's all kinds of stuff.
And there was a point where we found out that somebody we thought was long dead was alive, and Dave literally went, yes! Like, he was so happy.
And I actually got choked up. I'm not kidding.
I think we have at least one more episode because there were scenes at the end.
So here's the thing, okay? Now, although it has really unique characters and it's well told, okay, I can't help to think, I feel like it's The Walking Dead without zombies.
I think you're not far off from that. I hate zombies, and I won't watch anything with zombies except Shaun of the Dead, because that's the exception that proves the rule. So I'm fine with that, but, it's like I said, I'm sure the book's even better. You really, and I said this last week, it's so well done. And I am such a TV and movie addict, it's difficult for me to watch something and not know everything that's going to happen.
And
that's not tooting my own horn. It's just, this is so well done, we had no idea what to expect.
Right.
And
even the jaded are pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. So let's, hit us up. Let us know what you think. Amy says she's on episode 6. Smitty thought he was done with episode 9, like that was it. But there's more. You should definitely watch until the end, after the credits, and even after the scenes for next week.
That episode.
They go through the episode, and the showrunner is this guy. Like, I could watch and listen to the showrunner dude explaining the show to me all day long.
Right.
Yeah. Very good. Bob Tarasi, no TV here.
All right, listen, we can't talk about that. I'm sorry.
But you have Facebook, which means you have the ability to stream, I'm thinking, so you could stream HBO Max.
You know where else they didn't have TV?
Where?
Montana in the early 1900s.
Oh, yes. We watched Power of the Dog last night.
Okay, so look.
Which I wasn't going to watch. I didn't think we'd be into it.
We did it on a friend's recommendation.
Tom Polchi, drummer extraordinaire.
Okay, I don't think it's as groundbreaking or as amazing as he said it was.
It's pretty good.
But I will tell you this, and I'm going to refer back to my notes.
Hey, Jimmy G, we are now talking about Power of the Dog. We were just talking about Station 11.
Okay, so
you're all caught up.
My bottom line is it's from Jane Campion, okay, who did the piano. Right? I don't feel like it breaks any new ground, really. But what I do feel is that it ratchets up the tension, like really slow and subtly, that by the end, like, you're like, the tension is really, like, strong.
I think if this were 10 years ago, it would be the talk of the town, and it would be nominated for all the Oscars. I'm not saying that that's not going to happen now, but because it's Netflix, there's always that weird thing. But Benedict Cumberbatch is just, you just hate.
Oh man, I want to punch him
hate
in the
his
face
character
so
so
bad.
much. He's so good. It is a very slow boil. It is beautifully shot. And the
Unbelievable.
tension, it's visceral.
It's it's set in Montana, but it's actually shot in New Zealand.
Right. Well, which I guess looks a lot like Montana did in the 1800s.
Or better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's unbelievable.
Megs is here on the Insta. So I will say, you know, if you're looking for a movie, it's not necessarily a feel-good movie, but it's not terribly depressing either.
Very satisfied. That's all I'm going to say. I was very satisfied.
At the end, were.
It's well made. It really is. And everything that is said without being said, and just the way
the
that
subtext is insane.
It's like a fist that just it gets tighter and tighter. You know.
We're curious to see what you think. It's called Power of the Dog, and it is on Netflix.
Did you want to talk about The Witcher?
Not much.
I haven't been watching.
I haven't had a chance, to be honest. I think I've only watched maybe one extra episode so far. I like it. It's just more of a weekend thing for me.
What about Just Like That?
And Just Like That, which is the Sex and the City reboot. I watch it. I watch it like in the mornings with my coffee before I start my day, just to have something to do. But I will say this. Mario Cantone is a national treasure. He is a delight, and he makes up for them not having Samantha on the show, and he's just very good. And it's every scene he's in, he eats up, and I'm just so happy he's on there. So
that is excellent.
Megan, how do you feel about Emily in Paris? I have absolutely no desire to watch that. Sorry. Can't make me do it. It just looks so grossly not my thing. Like, sorry.
Okay, moving on. The Expanse, ladies and gentlemen. Angie doesn't really watch it. She's not into it.
I'm not watching it because Dave cheated on me with it.
We
started watching it together.
Because I was into it.
And then he went and watched an entire season without me, and I was like, well, screw you. I'm not going to watch it now.
Yeah, I mean, what happened was Thomas Jane got off the show, and she was like, I'm all set. Anyhow, so... Guys, here's a couple things that I want to say about The Expanse, okay?
Okay.
It needs to get on with it. It's dragging, okay? I want to tell everyone that Kathleen Robertson from 90210...
She was not a main character.
I know, but I remember her. She's a very distinct-looking girl.
I think she was one of the many girlfriends of Brandon Walsh.
So anyhow, she's in it, okay?
She's an interesting nose.
Yeah, she's very interesting. So, but... Bottom line, when are Amos and Bobby, or Amos and Peaches, when are they going to just do it? All right? Space sex. Everybody needs it.
Let me just say that Dave has been tainted by soap opera-like television shows now. So
Grey's Anatomy, I'm up to here!
First of all, he and Kendall have been watching Grey's Anatomy like pretty much daily. She's already watched seasons 1 through 18 all the way through more than once.
And is on her way back.
And so now he's watching it with her.
For the first time.
And we just found out they've greenlit season 19 and everybody's back. So my fresh hell is not ending anytime soon, and I'm not happy.
I was not about it. I didn't want to hear anything about it. And she just, she's like, well, I'm going to play it. And I was just sitting there.
And within 10 minutes, Dave was like, well, wait, what happened to that one? Is that one dead? What's going on? And
it's just a soap opera.
Yeah.
It really is.
Almost everything is.
It's a bunch of good-looking people who work at a hospital.
It's a terrible show.
It's a little convenient. It's a little,
A little?
It's not too deep.
I can't believe the show's been on television that long. It's ridiculous. Season 19. And we get 2 seasons of the Sarah Connor Chronicles. Screw you, television, network television.
Yeah, people don't know what's good for them.
I'm just all set with that. I don't have anything else for stuff to watch, but I will say this. We heard another Spoon song today. It's great. I can't wait for the whole album.
It's not a surprise.
No, it's going to be great. And I'm trying to see what Smitty is writing, and I can't hit the scene more. Is it still a thing when people brag about not having a TV? I don't know. I think I totally bragged when I cut the cable.
Yeah, that's a different thing, though.
But I don't know. Vicky, I watched This Is Us and Queens last night, both soapy. I love This Is Us.
Yeah,
but it's like there's no way I don't cry. Every episode. Thankfully, this is the last season because there's only so much emotional crying I can do.
Then again, if we're being honest, I get choked up a lot lately.
Yeah, but I think that's a good thing. I think you've been a hardo for too long, and you need to, feel the feelings. That's all
I've been feeling
saying.
the feelings, all right.
This Is Us. I did not see this week's episode. I'm an episode behind. So, Vicky, no spoilers. Although I think my buddy Tim is back in it. So that makes me very happy. He is the curmudgeon-y neighbor to the sister, whose name I can't remember right this second. We are really going to try to get our crap together in order to get StreamYard up and running so that we can have guests on and have multiple people on the screen. And with StreamYard, we can also broadcast live from a couple different places at once. So we can do Instagram, we can do Facebook, maybe we can do YouTube as well. Lewis Warren says he's a wreck and he cries at just about everything.
Well, good for you.
All right. Listen, men who cry are sexy. I mean, it depends on if they're crying in the middle of, some lovemaking, perhaps that's not your best.
That's a red flag, people.
That's a big red flag. But, I think there's a time and a place, and you can be emotional, and that's fine.
Jim Gilbert is recommending Pen 15.
Yes, and you've said that many times. I think, is it a comedy? It's just not...
It better be.
I don't particularly like to watch comedies.
They're kind of named after...
I know.
Genitalia.
It's weird. But Jim, you've
I will
now
check
mentioned
it out.
this twice,
Just
so we'll
because
check it
you
out. Yeah.
Said so.
The reason I was talking about StreamYard is that we want to do a listening party with the new Urge Overkill record.
Can I sing it? Can I sing it? We're gonna do a little listening party.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We're gonna do a little listening party.
We just have to figure out all the logistics because the person who has the record already is Dennis White. So we're going to have Dennis on the show, and he's going to have to turn it up really loud, and then we can all listen and talk about it. So it may be a total disaster, or it may be the greatest thing ever. So stay tuned. We'll have information up for you on that.
Stop subbing.
Lewis Warren, I feel exposed when Chrissy Hines says, stop your subbing. Stop your subbing all. That's all I have. Is that all you have?
Wow, I can't believe we got through it.
And we have 4 minutes left.
After all that.
And I have to go back to work right now.
After the debacle in the beginning.
Amy says the Urge Overkill is so good. Really? So you already have access to it as well, Amy.
You've been hanging out with Whitey?
I'm hearing it's great. And it's their first new studio release in years and years. So I'm very happy about that. Speaking of bands that are finally releasing music after a long time not, Super Drag. Super Drag will be back with a new record. Very, very excited about that. Love the drag. Big fan. Huge fan. Jimmy Gilbert says StreamYard rules for broadcast platform. Yes, we're just trying to work out the kinks because I haven't had a chance to spend any time with it yet. And producer Kevin Tachi is spearheading that whole thing. But we will get it together soon. We promise. There's just a lot going on, people. January is 2 months long. It is a nightmare.
Worst.
I cannot believe it is only January 12th. 1,000 people we love have died. And it's only the 12th. This is ridiculous. Amy says, I heard it at Spectacle with Dennis. Okay. I don't know what Spectacle is, but...
Spectacle eyewear?
Oh! Yep. That's probably it. Well, I guess we know where all the cool kids are hanging out these days.
Maybe they both get their glasses there?
The live and in-person punk rock aerobics has been rescheduled, and that information is up. No, it's I think it's in March. And I'm going to be the guest DJ, but really I'll just be the arm candy to the awesome Hilken Mancini and her ridiculously awesome punk rock workout. Is the subtitle to the day is Never Mind the Buttocks, which I think is pretty great. Nikki T is late, but that's all right. In right under the wire.
That's
Happy
it, Nikki
to
T.
see you.
Good night.
Becky Ross as well. Thank you for show tips. Got to get back to work. I'll finish later. Those of you in different time zones, cheat if you have to watch us. We love it. And Denny says that is correct, Dave. So you were right. Sorry about the weird technical issues in the beginning.
Really
like
sorry
I said,
about that,
just usually we have more time to prepare, and today's just not that day, and this week is just not that week. I'm just dying. Sharon Cloutier, as always, darling, it was delightful to see you. Everybody have a great week. We may pop up with some more StreamYard testing. It could happen. Definitely. What are you smiling about? What do you need?
I love my life.
Yeah? Oh, one more thing. So we got a punching bag, an Everlast, heavy bag to use to punch.
Because my ribs won't heal.
I just want more options for exercise. And so I got a stand to hold it, as opposed to like hanging it from a bar in the ceiling or whatever. Yeah. And we went to Dick's and they were like, oh yeah, there's totally the thing to hang, because we were like, we have the bag. We just need the stand to hold it and the thing that attaches.
Bye, Bob. Sorry.
And they were like, oh yeah, it's totally in there. So Dave put the whole thing together yesterday. Guess what's not there?
The thing to hang it by.
The chain to hang it by. So now we're waiting for that. But once that happens, I'm very excited to share with you how I become an MMA fighter, obviously.
Love you guys, by the way.
Love all
She promises
of
not
you.
to beat you up as long as you tune in.
I'm very jealous of any of you that got to see Ronnie Spector. So again, R.I.P. Ronnie. And she did ask in lieu of flowers or anything like that if you wanted to make a donation in her name to your local women's shelter or the American Indian Foundation. So good night, you guys. We love you, and we'll see you next week.